What's up everybody, it's Seth from Fowler Customs, and today we're taking a closer look at the new Yeezy Runner. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't yet. But with all that being said, let's get into it. So a couple days ago, paparazzis captured pictures of Kanye West leaving his California office, which usually isn't a big deal, but this time around he was seen wearing a bunch of unreleased Yeezy Season 5 apparel. If you check out the images, you can see he's wearing an off-white hoodie and a navy pair of sweatpants. And if you look even lower on the image, you'll see a never-before-seen pair of shoes, which we can only really assume is the new Yeezy Runner. One thing I like about the new aesthetic when it comes to his apparel is that it seems to be less tonal and oversized, and it seems to be more functional and less, I guess, ripped up, which I don't really mind, but it's nice to see he's trying something different, because if you've looked at the last 4 seasons, they're all skin toned and either really tight or really baggy, so it's nice to see that he's trying something different. Personally, I kind of think the hoodie looks a little bit like an OVO hoodie, but that might just be me. But that's not why you guys checked out the video. The reason we're here today, guys, is to talk about those crazy, sort of outlandish, sort of weird looking shoes that he's rocking in this picture. Now, I don't want to bash these without seeing official images or seeing them in hand, but right now, I'm not a huge fan, and in that same vein of holding out judgment until I actually see them, I don't want to be a hypocrite and say that I really hate them now, and then later down the road, when I actually get a chance to buy them, I pick them up and say they're great shoes. So I'm going to hold off on the bashing until I really get a better look at these. But first impressions, they're different. First thing that you might notice, besides the crazy colors and shapes and lines of the shoe, is that it doesn't seem to have Boost in it. Not only that, but there isn't any Adidas branding on it, which makes me think it's not actually an Adidas shoe, but it's actually part of Kanye's new Yeezy line, which is separate from Adidas. And that kind of concerns me a little bit, because the last releases that he did on his own didn't really do too well. Some of them were a little crazy, and their price points were designer price points. They were really expensive. So I'm worried that this shoe is gonna drop, and there's gonna be initial hype, and then as soon as the hype dies down, no one's gonna want the shoe anymore, and it's either gonna sit on shelves, or everyone who bought a pair when it's sold out is gonna be trying to get rid of theirs, and the price is just gonna drop. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. That's just what happened with his non-Boost models, so I'm not really holding my breath. I guess in some ways, for true Kanye fans, that can be a good thing, because even though the retail price might be steep, there won't really be any resale problems, so if you're really looking to grab a pair, it shouldn't be too hard to get them. But again, that's all speculation. We have no idea if this isn't an Adidas shoe, if this doesn't have Boost in it. That's just what it looks like from the picture. Something else I noticed that I thought was kind of interesting is that if you look at the back heel of the shoe, at the very top near the ankle, you'll notice the same sort of Yeezy bumps that they had on the Nike Air Yeezys. The cushioning and midsole itself looks very different than what we've seen from Yeezy in the past. It's really organic. It's got a lot of weird ovals in it, a lot of crazy colors. I don't love it, but you know, it could grow on me, who knows? Until official information is released or someone gets the shoe in hand, there's really no way to tell what the cushioning or the midsole actually is made out of. I would assume by the shape it's probably going to be some sort of foam, and again, like I said, because I don't think it's Adidas, I really don't think there's going to be any Boost in there at all. The overall shape kind of reminds me of the KD7 a little bit, which I don't think is the best thing in the world, but that's just the first thing that comes to mind when I look at the shoe. It looks like the upper is made up of some sort of gray suede or gray fabric. I really have no idea what it is. And when you move towards the front of the shoe, on the toe, there's some sort of navy, maybe foam, maybe mesh. I'm not really sure what it is, but it looks like it's sort of reflective or a little shiny. I can't really tell from the picture, but that's what I would assume. But moving on to the overall aesthetic of the shoe, the colors are a little different, and they're a little out there for sure. You've got your off-white midsole with these little orange pods or ovals, or I'm not sure exactly what they are. You've got your gray suede heel and midfoot section of the shoe, and then you've also got that navy and maybe like navy grayish toe. And then if you didn't notice, it's got these bright neon green laces, which is different. The outsole looks like a dark navy or a black, probably to match the toe of the shoe. Overall, it's definitely a different looking shoe. It's also a low top silhouette with what looks like a separate tongue, which is pretty different than what he's been doing on the previous Yeezys. I can't say that I love it, but I'm also not gonna say that I hate it, because until I see better images, I just don't know. And a lot of times the first colorway you see of the shoe isn't always the best, so I like to hold judgment for that as well. And who knows, even if the shoe comes out in the same exact colorway and looks exactly the same, it could grow on me. I don't know, I just have to see it more. The things that interest me most about this shoe is the tech behind the actual shoe, and whether it's actually a good running shoe or not, and also whether it's actually made by Adidas, because if Kanye actually manufactured it himself through his own channels, then it's possible that there might not be as many of them as there would be if there was Adidas versions. Who knows? Really only time will tell. That's pretty much it for the video today, guys. Make sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below letting me know what you think of this new Yeezy silhouette, and if you plan on trying to pick it up for yourself. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to Fowler Customs if you want to see more content just like this, and follow Fowler Customs on Instagram and on Twitter.